Today's Tips du Jour mailbag question comes to us, well, actually, I don't know where it comes from. He forgot to include his name. Robert, is there anything I can do to avoid the waves or ripples I get when bending sides for my guitar? Chris in fill in the blank. First of all, Chris, let's talk about what causes this. Generally, you get this when you're using pieces of lumber that are not quarter sawn. Flat sawn lumber has a tendency to do this more than the quarter sawn lumber. Also, if you're using highly figured woods, curly, flamed, quilted types of wood have a tendency to do this or are more prone to doing this than your normal sets of wood. Here's something I've done over the years that's helped me with this problem. Try using little to no moisture and less heat. And I've found that this reduces the tendency to get those waves or the ripples in the wood. However, we are working with products of nature, and sometimes wood just has a mind of its own and you're going to get ripples. Here's something that has worked for me. Once the side's bent, you discover you have the problems, you have the ripples or the waviness, try clamping a block of wood on the inside of the side and the outside of the side, adding a little bit of moisture, clamping it up, and hitting it with a heat gun for a few seconds. And sometimes that's enough to help the wood get its attitude right and adjusted so that it will flatten out and you won't have the waves or the ripples. Something else that you can do is even clamp a stout side strut on the inside of the side as you're building your guitar. And sometimes this will help flatten out those areas. Something else in addition to that you can still do is if you anticipate that perhaps the piece of wood you're using is going to have that problem, leave your sides a skosh thicker when bending. After they're bent, build the guitar and you can get a little bit more aggressive with your sanding and your scraping, and perhaps you can remove them altogether that way. The only way that I've found to really guarantee that you're not going to have this problem is laminate your sides. So there's another option if you decide to go that way. So Chris, and wherever you're from, thank you for the question. I hope you found this information useful, and happy building.